Welcome to high school basketball coverage from VTV Channel 6. I'm Merlin Rasmussen, and here with me is Brandon Jones. How are you tonight, Brandon?
Great, man. Always a pleasure to be hanging out with seasoned coach Merlin Rasmussen. I'm excited for a big game.
We're getting off to a little bit of a late start here. Just going to be right around 9 o'clock as we tip the opening game of the season here on VTV. We got two rivals going at it, the Duchesne Eagles and the Tabiona Tigers will be battling tonight. They used to be region foes, but now with Duchesne moving up to the 2A ranks and Tabby staying down in the 1A ranks, this is a non-region game. Second time these two have met up this season, but it is a non-region contest for these two teams.
Yeah, it's always a close game between these two teams. Very similar coaching. They've been coaches a long time, and then the way their players play, they're really smart and veteran. They throw the ball around till they get someone open, take good shots. Both teams do this. I mean, so it's going to be a close and a great, quick game. Yeah,
indeed it is. As I mentioned, these two teams met on December 2nd. It was in Duchesne. It was at the Eagle Classic tournament, and Duchesne came out with a 14-point victory, 65-51 in that game. But we've got the rematch going on here tonight. The Eagles are coached by Coach Billy Hoops, and he talked about his keys to the game. Says the first thing they need to know and do is know where Wyatt Fabrizio and Dakota Young are, the two leading scorers for the Tigers. They need to know where those guys are at all times. So that I think is a pretty good key to definitely lock those two down and give yourself a chance to win. He then talks about rebounding and holding Tabiona to one shot. I don't think I've ever seen a keys to a game that didn't mention rebounding from any coach out there. Rebounding is really I think probably the biggest factor in high school basketball. If you can limit a team to one shot like Coach Hoops says here, you got a really good chance to win.
Yeah, both these teams rebound really well, so that's a good attribute to have. And both of them work really hard, blocking out and making sure that they get the rebound. They spend a lot of time on trying to rebound.
And as you mentioned, these kids know each other. These coaches know each other. They've been going at each other ever since they were young kids. I mean, this is not the first time they're going to see each other, or even the second time. They've played against each other in high school and youth programs. They know each other very well. The last thing Coach Hoops mentions is easy buckets. Get out on the break, make easy buckets, know when it's not there, and execute in the half-court game. If you can get that done, I mean, a coach would be very happy to take advantage when you can. You get those easy shots, but if those easy shots are not there, move it out, work it around, and get an open shot.
Yeah, they like to go inside to Cade Lamborn and get those easy shots like what you were saying. And then they like to spread it out and get it to the three, too. Both of these teams can shoot the three really well. You can't leave anyone open, so big game for both teams.
Coach Gines did not leave us with any keys to the game, but I would think he would have very similar keys about rebounding and knowing where he would probably say know where Lamborn is and also know where Spencer is, the two leading scorers for the Eagles. The starting lineups will be for Duchesne. Number 2 is Weston Paulson. He averages a little over 8 points a game. Also number 23 is Jaron Mortensen. He averages 4.3 points a game. Paulson's a senior, Mortensen's a junior, and Jarrett Spencer is a senior. He averages 13.8 points a game, the leading scorer for the Eagles. Also starting another senior, number 30, Braden Johnson, averaging over 8.5 points a game for the Eagles. And finally, it is Cade Lamborn, also a senior. He averages 12.1 points a game for the Eagles. The Eagles have 4 seniors, 2 juniors, 4 sophomores, and a freshman on their roster. Starting lineups for the Tabiona Tigers, they will send out the junior Dakota Young. He averages 15.7 points a game. Also a sophomore, Colton Iverson, averaging 2.3 points a game. Then the lone senior starter is number 14, Andy Weaver. He averages 4.4 points a game. And a junior, Hayes Giles, he averages 7.6 points a game. And then rounding out the starting lineup is their leading scorer, number 44, the junior Wyatt Fabrizio. He and Young both have 24 three-pointers on the year. So as you mentioned, they can shoot it from outside.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys you just can't leave open. And, like you said, Wyatt Fabrizio and Dakota Young, both of them have 173 and 175 points on the year so far. And they do a lot of other things right, too. They get a lot of rebounds. They get a lot of threes, like you said. And I think that we're going to get this started.
Looks like they went with the national anthem from the girls' game
or
something.
I was waiting for
that as well. Looks like we're going to forego that. It'll be Weaver jumping center. He'll go against Lamborn. The Tigers in the white uniforms with the purple numerals. The Eagles in their blue with the gray numerals. And the opening tick's going to be controlled by Johnson for the Eagles. He'll pass over to Mortensen. Mortensen's going to work it inside to Spencer. Spencer will now kick it out to Polson, now to Johnson. Johnson working on the wing, gets it out to Mortensen. He fakes the shot, now goes to, that is Spencer. Spencer kicks it on the wing to Johnson, who gets it over to Mortensen. He's looking for Polson down on the block, but he goes out to Spencer. Now Johnson over to Lamborn. He faked the shot. He will drive, turn, knocked out of his hands, but Mortensen comes up with it. He puts the shot up left-handed, no good, but we're going to have our first foul of the game.
Yeah, one of the things I forgot to mention about Tabiona is they're very, very sound in their defense. And that possession was super hard for Duchesne to even get a shot. Finally got fouled in the middle. But, Duchesne likes to go a lot of inside out, and right now they're kind of pushing him out all the way. So
first free throw up and good for Mortensen. On our L&L replay, we saw the contact there. That foul's on number 22, that's Giles. Second shot is up and it rattles in. So Duchesne takes an early 2-0 lead. Young will bring it down for the Tigers. He works to his right, now goes over to Fabrizio. Fabrizio works off the Weaver screen, now goes out to, it now ends up in Young's hands. Young will kick it back out to Weaver. Now over to Giles. Giles working off the screen, gets it to number 10, that is Iverson. He gets it back to Fabrizio. Now Weaver kicks it over to Young, working on the far corner, picks up his dribble, now goes to Iverson, back to Giles. Giles will fire up a three-pointer. It is no good, and rebound. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Eagles, it looks like, so it'll be Tabiona ball.
Yeah, two similar possessions by the Tigers and Duchesne on those two possessions. They just spread it around, go, pass it and pass it and pass it until they get a good shot.
Good defense by both teams. Iverson will now dribble. He'll kick it to Fabrizio. Fabrizio goes to Weaver, who now goes to Giles. Giles back to Iverson. Iverson gets it to Young. Young in that corner works off a screen. And now out top to Weaver, who will kick it over to the side to Fabrizio. Fabrizio with the left-hand dribble. Turnaround jump shot is good. Nice turnaround there for Fabrizio to tie this game up with 6:17 to go here in the first quarter. Johnson goes off to Polson. Polson back to Mortensen. Mortensen looking, and we'll go to Johnson, top of the circle. Now Lamborn's going to fire up a three-pointer. It's no good. Good strong rebound there by Iverson, and he'll get it to Young. Young will bring it down for the Tigers.
Cade Lamborn's been working on that three-pointer throughout the offseason. Didn't shoot a lot of three-pointers last year. Look for him to get some more good looks this game.
Good defense there by the Eagles. It looked like Tabiona was going to have a shot, and Iverson unable to get it off. Eagles will now drive. That's Johnson. He puts it up, wanted a foul, did not get it, so Fabrizio will come away with it for the Tigers.
It was a great fake to get his defender to move, but just didn't get quite underneath the shot he wanted.
Dakota works off of a screen, and good defense there by the Eagles, picking him up right off that screen. It's now going to be Fabrizio over here on the right. Goes off to Iverson, and Iverson will go to Giles. Back now to Weaver. Weaver fakes and gets it to Young. Young will drive baseline, shot up, and he's going to be fouled. So Young will go to the line to shoot two.
Looks like Jarrett Spencer is called on the foul on that play, as you see it on the L&L replay. Good turnaround there by Dakota Young. You can see he's a scorer. You can tell he can definitely play basketball.
Missed that first free throw. He will shoot another. And that misses as well. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound. Looks like they're going to call that on Weaver.
And you know, Kay Lamborn, he does such a good job when he rebounds of sealing his guy and getting in the right position, and the ball just always seems to magically fall in his hands. Offensive rebound king. Love watching this guy.
Polson shot no good. Going to be rebounded by Giles. You won't see that often. The ball hit the ground, hit the floor on an offensive rebound with these two teams, but it did. Giles comes away with it. He now has it and goes to Fabrizio. Fabrizio looks, has it knocked away, gets picked up by Young. Young being guarded there by Spencer. He'll go to Fabrizio now, top of the circle. Fabrizio will kick it over to Giles. Giles goes with that left hand. He'll put the shot up, blocked away and out of bounds. That Lamborn?
That was, I think, 23. Was that Jarrett?
Mortensen.
Yeah, Jaron Mortensen with the block. That was crazy.
We'll see it right here on the replay. As a nice inbounds play to Fabrizio, and he will score, give Tabiona the 4-2 lead. That was a nice inbounds play to Fabrizio. Lamborn spins, and Weaver is going to be called for his second foul. So it'll be Eagle ball out of bounds. That's 3 fouls against the Tigers, 1 against the Eagles. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Johnson set to inbound. Gets it to Mortensen. Mortensen with the reverse spin. Left-handed shot up is no good. And Young will bring it down for the Tigers.
Yeah, both teams still trying to fill each other out, you know, running their offense, doing what they want to do. We'll see if they start driving it in inside a little bit more instead of going from outside.
Three-pointer up by Young, no good. Ball knocked away. Young, it comes away with the rebound, fires up a mid-range jumper. It's no good, and we're going to have another foul. I believe this one's going to be on Iverson. No, they're going to call it against Lamborn, 31.
Oh, Lamborn.
So, says that, yep, Lamborn his first. Inbounds out to Fabrizio, and now the foul's going to be called on Johnson, as Johnson just didn't give him a chance to land.
Yeah, that's a good thing that that last play wasn't on a foul on him. He would have had 2 quick fouls, but got to give the guy room to catch the ball.
So Tabby 4, Duchesne 2. Inbound backcourt to Young.
Kind of a scary inbounds pass by Giles, too.
Yeah, that could have been dangerous for sure. Checking in those number 34 for Tabiona, that's Riley. Goes out Iverson. That's Fabrizio working here on the three-pointer up by Fabrizio, no good. Rebound knocked away, finally Johnson comes away with it. He will pull up on for a three, no good, and Giles, see who they didn't call that out on Spencer. I was blocked right here by the,
yeah, it looks like Tabiona.
The wall there, so it'll be Tabby ball.
Tabiona ball right there.
We're going to take a timeout. We'll go ahead and have a quick break as well.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
Young bringing it across the midcourt line for the Tigers. Goes to Giles. Giles goes on a nice backdoor cut to Iverson. Shot is up and good, and he is fouled. That's a great pass there by Giles. Iverson.
Yeah, he led him right to that right hand. Easy basket and the foul. You know, the start of this game, you know, we got both defenses in man, and it's making both teams miss shots, and they're doing really well of keeping a low score. And I remember last year it was about the same. It was about 4-2 at the end of the first quarter.
Uncharacteristic for Tabiona. They're 0 for 3 from the free throw line. They usually shoot a very good percentage from there. As Giles will pass it out to Riley. Now he gets it to Fabrizio. Back to Iverson. Over to Young.
There's a good entry pass right there to Case and Giles. I was wondering when they were going to go inside finally and get someone involved in there, and they've done that the last 2 plays with Iverson.
Little give and go to Iverson. That foul is going to be on.
Is it Cade?
Said Lamborn.
Lamborn for a second foul,
for a second, yep. That is 2 on. That's big for the Eagles.
Dakota Young with a good look. Just didn't get it to go in.
Riley comes away with the rebound.
A lot of contact there.
Giles. He'll go out down to Fabrizio. Over to Young on the. And we get another whistle. I think they're going to call that on Iverson.
And that's his second foul. Oh, well, now they're saying
it's
one.
Just first, yeah. Spencer will bring it down for the Eagles. Checking in for the Eagles, number 12, that is Gavin Davis. Also number 50, Skylar Ford. And Mortensen's three-pointer up, no good. Rebound by Fabrizio. Fabrizio working that left-handed dribble. Kicks it off to Giles, three-pointer up, short, no good. Chased down there by Polson.
The threes are just not going for Tabiona. That's like their 4th or 5th shot that they've shot up.
The Eagles work off some screens for Spencer. He will drive and be fouled. Excuse me, that was number 12. That's Davis, Gavin Davis.
Yeah, good drive by Gavin Davis there. Saw an opening, took the hole. See if he can make 2 free throws.
I didn't see a number, but I saw the hair, and him and Spencer have that same kind of hair, so he'll shoot a couple.
You know, I recognize a lot of these guys from the football team. You know, Jared Spencer is your quarterback on the football field, and also your quarterback here at point guard on the floor for basketball. And Gavin Davis was an outstanding receiver, and he's got some really good speed to him.
Davis misses the first. The second is up, and it's out as well. A little bit of pressure being applied by the Eagles. The Tigers able to break it. Oh, a good pass. And Iverson unable to handle it.
Yeah, had the right thought. He had his guy wide open. Just kind of put the pass behind him, and it made him struggle.
That is Polson with the drive, and he's going to be fouled. Foul is going to be on number 10, Iverson. That will be his second.
Another excellent football player, running back this year for Duchesne.
And Polson puts his first free throw up and in. Fabrizio will check in for, replaces Hunter Peterson, number 5. Polson's just a do-everything kind of kid.
Yeah, he's tough, strong, a bruiser, and you know, just does everything a coach wants in a player. You know, and Wyatt Fabrizio, and there's a shot.
That three-pointer is up and good. That's number 11, Rhodes, Landon Rhodes with a 3.
Hey, just anything to break that seal off the rim from threes gets it to go in, even though it's a bank shot. The bank's open at 9 o'clock at night. I don't know.
Polson comes back, and he'll hit a 3 of his own.
So 2 threes back to back.
The Tigers lead as we wind this first quarter down.
Yeah, you'll see in these high school games that that's sometimes all it takes. That 1-3 goes in, then they all start going in, and we're going to see points start filling up here.
There's a long three-quarter shot. Close. That was close. So at the end of one, it's Tabiona 9 and Duchesne 7. We'll go ahead and take a break.
Come out to the Vernal Preparedness Expo on January 27th at the UNA Conference Center. We have speakers and vendors coming from all over to teach you on various topics and give you access to items you didn't even know exist. Come out, get prepared, and have fun. Learn more at vernalprep.com.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin.
All right, we are back getting ready for second quarter action. We'd like to thank our sponsors for bringing this action to you. L&L Motors. We are here for all your service and sales needs, offering pickup and delivery services of your vehicle to either the Roosevelt or Vernal location. L&L Motor bringing us the replays tonight, as Young will go to Giles, inside to Riley. Now kicks it out to Fabrizio. Fabrizio out to Giles. He'll fire up a three-pointer. It's good, as Hayes Giles knocks down a three. Opens up a 5-point lead for the Tigers.
Great shot by Giles. Gets his feet set and takes the three. You know, the last 3 threes have gone in for both teams. Like I said, now it's starting to warm up in here. It's a little cold outside, but it's warming up in here.
Ball knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Johnson will inbound for the Eagles. Goes to Polson. Polson now works to Davis. And a whistle. And I think we're going to have an offensive foul. And that is going to be on Johnson. That'll be 2 on him. So Spencer will come back in and replace Johnson.
I really like watching Wyatt Fabrizio, how he kind of runs the floor. I mean, he's a tall kid, you know, that can just get things done and work the offense.
He handles with either hand really well. As Giles works in, he'll fire up a shot, and it is good. 2 in a row for Hayes Giles. He now has 5 of the Tigers' 14 points. So they've opened up a 17-point lead and a near still, but Polson knocks it over to Mortensen, who now gets it to Spencer. Now goes to Davis. Davis off to Polson. His three-pointer up, no good. And Riley comes away with the rebound. He'll go to Fabrizio.
And that's a big play by Giles. You know, they're up by 7 points now. And this is a real big key time for them to either pull away or Duchesne to get back into this.
Open shot there by Iverson, just a little bit long. And we're now going to have a timeout by the Eagles. Another one of our fine sponsors is Strata Networks. They're proud to help bring you live coverage of your local sports. Enjoy reliable coverage and at unbeatable speeds from the company that brings you more local cell sites than any other carrier. Nationwide 4G LTE coverage and the latest smartphones and mobile devices. Also, Strata Networks is proud to support our local high schools. They're now accepting applications for their scholarships and youth programs. Visit them online at stratanetworks.com to apply. Applications are due by March 2nd. Strata Networks.
And you know what's real fun about watching these two teams is that on their offense, they get, you know, there's a good, there's a better, and the best shot, you know. And a lot of teams just go for that good shot, the first good shot they see. And, you know, these two teams will pass it one more time and get that best shot, the best opportunity. And that's what happens when you have a coach that's, you know, coached over 8 to 10 years like both of these coaches have. A lot of veteran play. And, you know, and they don't have a lot of height and stuff like that, so they have to make up for it in a lot of other ways. And you just see you know, that's the ways they have to do it, is speed, you know, and just moving that ball. Ball movement is the biggest key for these two teams, and defense.
All right, the Eagles are back. It looks like Mortensen, he's going to go cross court to Spencer. Spencer works off the dribble and now goes to Davis. Davis back to Polson. Polson yo-yos that dribble. Now goes to Davis. Looking for that good shot as it's off to Mortensen. Mortensen to Polson. Polson now goes to Davis. Davis will drive, put the shot up, and it is good.
And that's a big shot right there. Duchesne needed they just needed a bucket to go in. It's 9-14, 5-point game. See if they can get a defensive stop on this side of the ball too, this court.
Davis, just a sophomore. That's a nice move by him. Iverson hasn't knocked away.
Iverson's having trouble holding on to that ball. That's 2 or 3 possessions that he's fumbled around. He'll get it though.
Turnover on the Tigers. It'll be Eagle ball. Davis will bring it down. He works off to Mortensen.
This is the time I'd like to see Cade Lamborn get the ball, but he's not even in the game right now.
He's out with those 2 fouls. Yep. That's going to be a double dribble on Davis. So it'll go back to the Eagles. 5:19 to go here in the first quarter. Tabiona 14, visiting Eagles 9. Young going to bring it across. Tight defense there by Spencer. Now off to Fabrizio. His inbounds pass is knocked away as he was trying to go to Riley. The Eagles knock it out of bounds. And we're going to have a foul called as well. That'll be on
Skylar Ford. They called a foul on him. I don't know. That was close to me. I thought he like just pushed it out.
That'll put Riley at the free throw line. He's shooting 1-on-1. And misses the first.
Cade Lamborn is back in the game. Let's get him down in the post. Let's get an easy bucket for Duchesne.
Polson will drive in, gets it back out to Spencer. Has it knocked away. Riley comes away with the ball. He'll get it to Fabrizio.
Yeah, really good hands on both of these teams of finding the balls in the lanes and stealing it. Like there again, yep. Lamborn getting his hand in there.
Little give and go there. And we're going to have a foul called. No.
Yeah, they called it offensive foul.
They called it offensive. Wow.
I thought that was a really good move by Weston Polson. It looks like he got the Euro step here and slid to the left. I don't know about that call. I just don't see it.
That's surprised me.
I mean, that's what you're trained to do, is do that Euro step and avoid the contact and slide to the right, and he did that.
Knocked away, and looks like we're going to have a foul on Riley. Now Coach Gines is upset with the officials, just as Coach Hoops was upset with him on the last possession. So either if you're doing a good job if both coaches are mad at you, right?
Right. Yeah. Definitely. You know, it's a chess match between both of these coaches and what they're going to do and what kind of defense and offenses that they're going to put up, and it's pretty fun to watch.
Lamborn hits the front end of the 1-and-1, so he'll have another shot. 4:13 to go in the first half, as it is 14 Tabby and 10 for the Eagles. Lamborn's second shot is up, and it is good. First 2 points of the game for Cade Lamborn. Dakota Young yet to score for Tabiona with the ball. He will drive and put the shot up. He's fouled. No.
Right as he tell you that, and he drives in. He's going to get 2 at the line. Good player. I mean, 173 points this year, 24 threes. I mean, we haven't even really. I think he shot 1 3 tonight so far. But that's a pretty good indicator that he can shoot the 3 if he's got 24 on the year.
0 for 3 from the free throw line tonight as Johnson will come in and replace Davis.
Very uncharacteristic of the Tabiona team to miss free throws like this.
They haven't made one yet. There it is. First points of the game for Young. He averages over 15 and a half a game. Johnson with it for the Eagles. Mortensen will drive. Good job by Giles to cut him off. Now into Ford. Ford will, nice pass off to Lamborn, little reverse, and it is good for Cade Lamborn. That was an excellent pass by Skylar Ford. Giles.
Yeah, Skylar Ford doing a lot of good things in there for this Duchesne team right now, getting a good pass.
Nice
There's
pass
another
by
good pass
Young,
and a block.
and it is swatted out of there by Mortensen. I think that's his second of the game, right? Oh, Lamborn with quick hands able to get back and knock that away. And there we're going to have a foul on Fabrizio. That'll be his second.
Yeah, that was a kind of a frustration foul by Fabrizio right there. No need for that one. I think he's just kind of hustling. He pushes him right on the shoulder right there.
So Johnson will be at the line to shoot. 1-1.
The pace of this game is sure turned around a little bit. It's going quick. We're turning into a track meet.
Yeah. Johnson makes his first. He'll have another. Cuts the lead to 1. This shot here can tie it up.
And both these teams can run, so you know they both can play the half-court offense, but both of them can run if you want them to as well.
It's good. Davis will come in and replace Johnson, but we have a tie game.
Tie ball game, 15-15.
Eagles on an 8-1 run as it was 14-7 early on in this second quarter. Eagles have come back to tie it at 15 as Fabrizio puts a shot up. And I think they're going to call that foul on Riley now. Be 2 on him.
Yeah, Fabrizio maybe just too little bit in a hurry there. You know, the last possession he kind of got that frustration foul. Now he's trying to get a quick bucket. I understand what he's trying to do, get on the board, but you know, just work your offense.
Polson stands in and hits the first. He is 3 for 3 from the line tonight. Also has a three-pointer. 6 points for Weston Polson here in the first half. And the second one is good as well. Fabrizio will now bring it down as the Tigers trail by 2.
Now, Fabrizio's a smart player. He's going to slow it down, drives to the lane there, but
I think that's going to be on Davis with the reach. His first. That'll put Fabrizio at the line. Fabrizio will be shooting 2 and rattles out.
you know, when you're at home, you want that home cooking for free throws. And right now, it's not going the way of Tabiona. You know, Tabiona, Duchesne is shooting a better percentage at the free throw line. It will change here.
Tabby's
I
1 for
assure
8
you.
in this first half from the free throw line. That
And
is very uncharacteristic.
And that's one of those things that, you know, the coach is going to talk about at halftime. Like, hey, we got to make our free throws.
I think a high school coach has said that at least once or twice. Young works off of a screen. Now kicks it over to Iverson. Iverson will drive this time and tries to pass it. Does get it to Giles. And his three-pointer's up and good. That is the second three-pointer of the night for Hayes Giles.
Yeah, sometimes the ball just bounces your way. It bounced off the knee of one of his guys and went right to him, shot the three, nailed it, and then Duchesne answers on the other side.
Right back to Lamborn, and he knocks that baseline jumper down. So with 2:10 to go here in the first half, it is Duchesne 19, Tabiona 18. Ashley Regional Medical is a level 4 trauma center. This means there is a dedicated trauma team with extensive training to assist with trauma cases in the ER. Ashley Regional will open their new women's center in February of this year, 2018. Ashley Regional welcomes Dr. Alexis Driggs, a general surgeon, to the staff, and Ashley Regional is a Joint Commission accredited facility. Moon Lake Electric, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned, providing power to the area since 1938. Find them and like them on Facebook, Moon Lake Electric. So with 2:10 to go, Tabiona trails by 1. They will inbound to Young.
You know, in these rivalry games, you always have to have players that step up big for you. And right now, Hayes Giles is that guy for Tabiona.
Yeah, and Polson on the other end doesn't score a whole lot, but he just is tonight when they needed him. Nice offensive rebound shot, no good, and there's Polson with the offensive board.
Yeah, it seems like Polson's just like in every play.
He's just all over the place. Spencer will drive coast to coast and get his first points of the game. 3-point lead by the Eagles as Fabrizio drives, and he'll put up a shot. He's going to be fouled. Be number 2 on Davis. So Fabrizio, who is 0 for 2 from the line, will step up to shoot 2 more.
Yeah, I just saw, the coach say to Fabrizio, patience, just relax, you got this.
There's the free throw for Fabrizio. He'll have 1 more. Johnson checks in. And his second shot, no good. Spencer pushing it, goes to Johnson. Johnson gets it down to Lamborn. Lamborn with a little crossover, drives, puts the shot up, no good. Riley there with the rebound, quickly to Dakota Young. Dakota will
Gage
pull
Riley
it back
did
out.
a good job of guarding Cade Lamborn right there, just staying in front of him, getting a hand up, not fouling.
It's hard to teach young kids to go straight up, and he did a nice job there. Dakota Young with a 3-pointer. It's just
It's
off
only
the
a
rim.
matter of time until that guy just nails a shot. I mean, he's got 24 threes on the year. It's going to happen.
We're under a minute, 45 seconds to go here in the first half. For a 2-point game, 21 for Duchesne, 19 for Tabiona.
Looks like Duchesne wants to hold it for the last shot, which is a smart play. I mean, they're ahead by, 2 points. Get 1 possession. Take a lead in the locker room.
Down to 22 seconds. Coach Hoops now calls a play out from the sidelines. We're at 15 seconds. Over to Polson. Polson looks, now gets it down into Lamborn. Lamborn with a nice up and under move. Missed the shot, but he got the offensive rebound. And they're going to say fouled before the shot went up.
And then there's that man, Cade Lamborn. Like like I said, he's the offensive rebound king. He never gives up on the shot. He goes to the up and under, misses it, but then he gets it back and throws it in. They're not going to count it. There should have been an and 1 play, and he's really good at those too. But it looked like he just fouled on the ground. That might be a good call though.
So Lamborn free throw is up and good. He is 3 for 3 from the line tonight.
And Lamborn, he's a tough man to stop. He's a very physical player. Just a heady player as well.
Second shot long, no good. Rebound there by Young with 3 seconds to go. Young will drive, put the shot up, no good. So at halftime, we have a Tabiona 19, the visiting Eagles 22. So a 3-point lead for the visiting Eagles. And we'll go ahead and take a halftime break.
Come to 7-Eleven Ranch Restaurant, longest running restaurant in Vernal, with that home-style cooking you love. We're here to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we also cater events, with prices you just can't beat. Stop in the gift shop and get something special while you're here. Locally owned in downtown Vernal since 1933. Like us on Facebook and go to 711ranchrestaurant.com, and we'll see you soon.
All right, we are back with some halftime statistics here. First, we'll go ahead and ask Brandon, what did you think about that first half, Brandon?
It's exactly how I thought it would go. I mean, these teams are tough defensively, and they're tough offensively, and they match up really well. And so the only thing I'm a little bit surprised about, like our true stars usually, you know, like Dakota Young and Wyatt Fabrizio, and on our other side, Cade Lamborn, he's doing a good job. And Jarrett Spencer, you know, their leading scorer, has had a lot of opportunities to hit the threes that he needs to. But, you know, a lot of other people stepping up, like Hayes Giles and Weston Polson. And I think that's what you're seeing. You're seeing guys that are stepping up. Sometimes you're not hot all the time and you're not doing as well. You need other guys to step up, and that's exactly what's happening.
Exactly. As you mentioned, Spencer, he comes in averaging 13.8 a game. He scored late there in that first half, and that was the only points he has is just the 2 points. Lamborn, who averages 12, he really didn't have anything in the first quarter, and not until the last few minutes of the second quarter did he score. But he put 7 up in a hurry.
Yeah, he got in foul trouble real early too, and so he wasn't on the court, and so you know he did what he expected it to him when he came back in.
But when he came back, he put 7 up in a hurry. He's tied for the leading scorer at halftime with Weston Polson, who averages only 8 a game, and he's already got 7 here in the first half. And Polson, I just can't say enough about him. He's always around the ball. He makes a good pass. He'll get an offensive rebound. He'll make a steal. He's a player. That's all he. I mean, he's not a scorer. He's a basketball player.
Right. He's a football player.
Yeah, he's a football player playing basketball, and he does it very well here too.
But he does have 4 threes on the year now with the one that he has, and so I mean he can shoot it from there. And he does have 66 points on the year. So he's that guy that you want to go to at times that you're struggling with everybody else, because you know that he's going to just be there for you.
Yeah. Leading the way for the Tigers, as you mentioned, is Giles. He's got a couple of three-pointers and another basket. And then Fabrizio has 5, so he is 10 under his average. And as you mentioned, Coach Gines just told him, just slow down, just calm down.
Yeah, I think he needs to tell the entire team that. I mean, Dakota Young looks like he's in a hurry too, trying to get his first 3 and rushing shots.
Yeah, Young only has 1 point. And they have all of his. He's 1 for 4 from the free throw line, which is very uncharacteristic. This whole Tabiona team has struggled from the free throw line here in the first half.
So we're getting a lot from Colton Iverson and Hayes Giles. You know, and those are the unsung heroes of this game so far.
And Rhodes comes off the bench. We're going to see here in our replays that we'll go to in a minute. Rhodes comes off, hits a three-pointer. He barely averages a point a game, and only had 1 three-pointer coming in on the season. He comes in and hits 1 for
and that was a huge three, because that started their 7-point deficit. Yeah. And now they're down, but they were up by 7. And Duchesne was in a little bit of trouble there. You know, they had to really focus on getting back in the game, which they did.
Yeah. 22 to 19 here at halftime. Like you said, not much different than what we expected. These two teams going to play solid defense. They're going to knock down some open shots. The only thing I can think of that's been uncharacteristic has been Tabiona's free throw shooting. That I did not expect.
Yeah, 2 for 9 right now?
Yeah, that is so uncharacteristic of them.
And you can guarantee that, Coach Gines is talking to that about in the locker rooms, like, hey, you guys are better than this at the free throw line. Let's have a better second half.
And Tabiona, as we mentioned, they're a fairly young team. They got 5 juniors. They have 2 seniors. One of them, Peterson, he was only in for maybe a minute or so. Weaver, the other senior, he got in early foul trouble. So it's those younger kids for Tabiona. So could have a little bit of nerves, probably come out and shoot a lot better here in the second half. So we do have some highlights from the first half we'll go ahead and take a look at. This is going to be Fabrizio with the nice little turnaround jump shot.
This block was awesome. Jaron Mortensen just climbs the ladder and gets the block.
Here's the Rhodes three-pointer, the lefty off the glass.
And then here's that Polson three.
Little set shot.
Yeah. Keep the hand in the air.
One of Giles' 2 threes coming up, top of the circle, sets his feet, follows through. Good shot. Nice here by Lamborn as he goes up and under, a little reverse layup.
Yeah, that's what Lamborn does. I mean, he's so good underneath the rim, has a lot of post moves, and the up and under is a lot what he goes to.
Now the baseline 3 for Giles. And there's Spencer. He's going to go coast to coast and lay it in for the Eagles' Jarrett Spencer for his lone bucket of the first half.
And
so
I think, you know, in the second half, I think that they're going to start to get, you know, points. I think our stars are going to get points. And, I mean, you're not going to hold them down for too long. And that's what you need your other guys to do, to step up. But then you need your stars to take over when they need to take over. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Tabiona's got 5 guys with 2 fouls each. Starters Weaver, Iverson, Giles, and Fabrizio both have 2 fouls each. And then Riley off the bench with a couple of fouls. Duchesne, they've got Ford who came off the bench with 2, Lamborn with 2, Johnson with 2, both starters. Polson also has 2 as another starter. Spencer with a foul, and then Davis off the bench with a couple of fouls. So we not terrible foul trouble, but a little bit of foul trouble for both teams.
Yeah, at first, you know, we thought, you know, Cade Lamborn, you know, got in trouble a little bit and, you know, had to go to the bench for a little. Another player on the, you know, Wyatt Fabrizio. But, you know, for like I said, the stars need to show up in the second half. And, you know, with Dakota Young and Wyatt Fabrizio, they're so similar in their stats. 173 points, 24 threes to 18 threes, 65 rebounds to he's a good rebounder too. I don't have his stats for it, but that's what Tabiona does well. They rebound the ball as well, and that can get you through cold spells.
Yeah. So we got about a minute and a half left here of halftime. We'll go ahead and take a break and then be back for third quarter action.
At Strata Networks, we believe that today's children are tomorrow's future. Each year, we award nearly $50,000 in scholarships to graduating seniors, sponsor a group of juniors to attend the UREA Youth Leadership Challenge at Snow College, and send a group of students to explore Washington, D.C. as part of the FRS Youth Tour. This year, one of those students could be you. Apply now for scholarships and youth programs at stratanetworks.com.
Tonight we have a chance to represent in front of the very people that we represent. Don't you dare take that for granted, you understand me? Like that means something, that's a really special opportunity to be had.
All right, we're back, getting ready for third quarter action. The Eagles with the ball. It'll be Spencer to Johnson. Johnson tries a cross-court pass. It's knocked away and going to be stolen by Young. Young thought about it, but he pulls it back out. Goes to Giles. We'll see if he still has the hot hand. It's short. Fabrizio with the offensive tip. And back out to Young. His three-pointer off the rim, no good. And we're going to have a foul against Tabiona. I think they're going to call that on Giles. Or excuse me, Fabrizio. That'll be 3 on Fabrizio.
Giles was really close on that 3. I mean, it barely rimmed out.
And as you mentioned before, Young is just off on those.
Yeah, he's hitting the back of the rim every single time consistently. So you know that he's a good shooter because he's hitting the exact same spot every single time.
Going to have a foul down underneath. Spencer's going to be shooting.
All he needs to do is just step back just a little bit at the three-point line and adjust. That's what shooters do, they adjust.
That'll be 3 on Giles, so 2 quick fouls here by the Tigers puts Giles with 3 fouls and also Fabrizio. Second free throw no good by Spencer. Makes it a 4-point lead for the Eagles.
It's kind of a big possession here for Tabiona. Need to get something here. Preferably inside. Oh,
And there's
Giles
a
for
long
three, and he
three.
nails
It's
it.
Good.
Mercy. Told you he was just barely off on that last shot. You know he's feeling it.
Now a turnover on the Eagles. They call traveling. So Tabby back within a point will have possession.
Sometimes you're just feeling it in that basket. The ball, you know, the hoop just feels like it's 50 inches wide.
It's going to be Weaver with the drive, no good. And they said it knocked out of bounds by Weaver. It'll be Eagle ball.
Crowd wanted a foul on Lamborn.
There was contact there both ways, though.
Yeah, I think they got it right.
Tipped away by Young. Polson able to track it down. He now goes to, that is Mortensen. Now back out to Johnson. Johnson will go to Spencer, who drives, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Spencer.
Yeah, no,
Looked like that was a good call.
Good call. Giles was set all the way. Really good play by Giles.
That's 2 on Spencer.
Yep, he's right there.
So Young will bring it across. And they're going to call a foul on Young with the screen. Be the first on him. 4 quick fouls here in under 2 minutes in the second half. The officials calling it a little tighter here in the second half. I misspoke. That's foul number 5.
Get another one. I mean, wow.
That's on Mortensen. That's just his first. Yeah, we already got 3 fouls on Tabby and 2 on Duchesne, and we're now 2 minutes into the second half. Giles will drive, gets him in the air, shot no good. Rebound there by Lamborn. Goes to Johnson. Johnson will fire up a quick shot, in and out, no good. Young with the rebound. Young
Tabiona looking to run, but slowing it down. Good job.
works off of a screen, now goes out to Iverson, who finds Fabrizio. Fabrizio will drive, kick it off to Weaver, back to Giles. Giles working off a screen. Finds Iverson, who finds Fabrizio. And Fabrizio now, nice pass underneath to Iverson. His shot, no good. And Lamborn there with the rebound. That's a couple times that Iverson has been unable to finish.
Yeah, what a great pass by Fabrizio to Iverson. Just couldn't get it go in, man. As a coach, I bet you're so frustrated when they're right next to the rim and can't put it in.
Spencer
it frustrates me.
Had that knocked away, and we'll have a timeout by the Tigers. So it'll slow us down here a little bit. Gives us another chance to talk about one of our sponsors. That's Savage. The Savage family founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber right here in Utah. Today they're a leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries, including electrical power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil field downhole services, and other industries. Also have a couple of new sponsors. The Ute Tribe Enterprise is proud to sponsor VTV's live coverage of Uinta Basin High School basketball. And also 7-Eleven Ranch Restaurant are proud to sponsor VTV's live coverage of high school basketball. So we'd like to welcome those new sponsors.
Yeah, not only that, you know, the Basin's been covering a lot of these high schools and games, and now we're going to be covering Uinta River this year, and we're excited to be over there and have them play Layton Christian and the American Academy, I think it is, later in the year. Yeah. So tune in for that on VTV.
It's a great opportunity for these kids to have their games broadcast in such high quality HD. Lamborn will work down inside. Now back out to Johnson, who quickly goes to Spencer.
Go right back into him. There you go.
Spencer gets to Lamborn. He puts the shot up. No good. Contact there.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact.
Young will bring it across. Still a 1-point game. 4 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. Young with the crossover. Kicks it off to Giles. His three-pointer is up and good.
Giles with his 4th 3 on the night.
He's got the hot hand for the Tigers tonight as they take the lead. And Johnson will drive. Hard contact there.
You know, and what I loved about that play was Dakota Young. He's been struggling, right? But he went in, drove in. He could have took the layup and it would have been hard. But he kicks it out to his player, you know, Hayes Giles, that's been on fire all night. And that's another good indicator of a good player of throwing it to a wide open guy.
Johnson knocks down the free throw. He's 3 for 3 from the line tonight. Iverson will come out. As we see on the L&L replay there.
No doubt that's a foul.
Good hard foul. Johnson.
We're knotted up. What a game.
Young with the dribble out top. He will work to Giles. Giles goes to Fabrizio, has it poked away by Johnson. Fabrizio tracks it down. Now we'll get it across. Works off to Young. Young gets it to Weaver. Weaver drives, puts a shot up. No good. Riley with the offensive rebound and the shot, and it is no good. Eagles will run. That's Spencer. Pull up three-pointer. No good. And we're going to have a foul against the Eagles.
Jared Spencer just has not had a lot of open threes like he's used to. It's just really good defense by Tabiona, but right there he tries to come down and take the three. Good shot.
Foul on Braden Johnson, his third. So Fabrizio will bring it down. Now to Young. Fabrizio on the cut. He will drive, has it knocked away. Lamborn's going to come away with it. He'll go to Johnson. Johnson's going to drive. And a nice pass to Polson. Polson's going to be fouled by Weaver. That'll be 3 on Weaver. Put Polson at the line where he is 4 for 4 on the night.
Looks like Young just slipped right there. Got a good pass into Polson. I think he fouled him before
the shot went up.
Before the shot went up.
Shot looked like a clean block, but he got him with the body before.
I agree.
Polson 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Has yet to make a conventional bucket. Got a three-pointer and 6 free throws. Giles' shot is short. Weaver with the rebound and puts it up and in for his first points of the game.
A good awareness by Weaver to rebound the ball and put it right back in.
I think that shot might have been partially blocked. Lamborn fires the perimeter jumper just long and no good. Weaver comes down with the rebound, gets it off to Young. Young will yo-yo the left-handed dribble, and now he crosses over, gets cut off, goes to Fabrizio. Fabrizio off to Weaver, his three-pointer up and no good. Spencer secures the rebound for the Eagles. Brings it across. Lamborn at the free throw line. He will drive and put the shot up and in.
Takes a strong step, just puts it in there, lays it up. Good job by Lamborn. I like watching this matchup between Dakota Young and Jarrett Spencer. Both of them are similar sized.
Both have good quickness as Fabrizio drives. The basket is good, and he is fouled.
And that's a big play. You want that and one to raise the crowd, get the crowd in it. Now you just got to make the free throw.
And big, as that's 3 on Lamborn. And the free throw is in. So Tabby with a 1-point lead now. Spencer quickly goes. Polson fires up the three-pointer long. Giles with the rebound. Tabiona bring it down. 1:20 to go here in the third quarter. Young
Yeah, if I was Tabiona, I'd get it inside and try to go after Lamborn. Get his 4th foul while he's in there.
Yeah.
See what they do.
Giles loses it out of bounds, so it'll be a turnover. Duchesne ball. You a little surprised to see Lamborn still in the game?
I really am.
Too.
It's pretty early right now, 3rd quarter, 1 minute left. I'd at least rest him till like the
start of the 4th
yeah,
at least.
Yeah. Don't want to pick up a cheap foul.
Spencer now holds high, goes to Mortensen. Mortensen out to Paulson. Paulson with a little crossover, and he's going to be fouled.
But sometimes you trust your seniors in those situations with fouling. You know, they're smart, and they know not to do it.
Paulson's free throw is no good. That's his first miss of the night. I think that foul was on Weaver for his 4th.
And
the
they
board
finally
shows 1.
Lamborn's out of the game now.
Smart with 39 seconds to go in the 3rd here. Paulson set to shoot his 2nd, and it is also no good. So it'll remain a 1-point lead for Tabiona. 33 seconds to go. We'll see if the Tigers hold for the last shot. Fabrizio out high. He will work the top of the circle.
Looks like Tabiona's going to hold for
Down
the
to
last shot
16.
this time.
Yep. Expect him to start to go now as we're under 10. Fabrizio works off of a screen. He will drive. Mortensen looked like he had all ball right down here in front of the basket.
He's claiming for a jump ball, wants it bad.
I don't know if we get a replay or not, but it looked like he had all ball.
Yeah. I'm not going to.
We're going to see it right here.
Disagree there. Let's see.
Comes around. A little bit of contact before, but he didn't think he had the ball. So regardless, a free throw is up and good by Fabrizio.
So Fabrizio perfect from the line after halftime. Good adjustment by him.
Lamborn back in the game for an offensive sub here. Fabrizio hits both of them. They'll quickly go to Johnson. Johnson will drive, kick it off to Spencer.
Wow.
Spencer hits the shot to end the quarter.
That was a big shot right there. And that's Jared Spencer at his best. You get him open, and if he's open, he's going to knock it down. And sure enough, puts it up.
Yep.
Bam.
At the end of 3, it's Tabiona 32, Duchesne 31. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
All right, we're back. 8 minutes left to go in regulation, and the homestanding Tigers with a slim 1-point lead as they lead 32-31 against their rivals, the Duchesne Eagles. Looks like it will be Tabiona ball to start this 4th quarter.
Yeah, this should be an exciting 4th quarter. I mean, it's really close game. Both teams starting to hit their shots. You know, Hayes Giles with 4 threes. Jared Spencer finally hits a 3.
All right, Young with the dribble. Young still with only 1 point. Fabrizio will go to Weaver, who gets it to Young. Young will drive. Good defense there by Spencer. Lamborn helps out, cuts him off. Out to Fabrizio now. He'll drive. And Giles will go to Weaver. Young will fire up deep triple, and it is no good. And I think that's going to be
deep shot by Young. Just
that's
doesn't.
4 on Weaver. So
4 on Weaver. That's big too.
First player with 4 fouls. It's also going to put Duchesne at the line to shoot 1 and 1. It'll be Mortensen. Mortensen 2 for 2 in the first half. Attempt free throw here, and it is no good. Duchesne struggling now in the second half, much like Tabby was in the first half from the free throw line.
It's like a complete flip. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, it's that basket.
Yeah.
Fabrizio.
Let's see if they try to get it to Hayes Giles on one of these possessions. He's got 4 threes.
Spencer goes to Johnson. He'll try a deep
Ooh,
triple.
that was a really pretty shot. Johnson, he can fill it up at 3 as well.
I think he had a dozen or so coming into the game tonight.
Yeah, so that's 13 on the year now. You know, and Hayes Giles, he's an excellent shooter. I mean, he's got 15 on the year this year, so.
Be foul number 3 on Spencer.
You can tell when Hayes Giles puts it up, it's a good shot. He sets his feet well, gets good rotation on the ball. Dakota takes the shot. Oh my, it's just so close.
Now Fabrizio with the long 3, and it's good. Wyatt Fabrizio, his first 3 of the game.
Big 44 with a huge shot in the fourth quarter.
Gives Tabiona the 1-point lead. Now down to Mortensen. Out to Lamborn. And
wow, that was a quick call.
Quick. Gonna call it on Lamborn.
Yeah, and that's his 4th.
That is 4. Now what do? You got to bring him out, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of
to
time.
go.
I mean, I'd still give him like the 3-minute mark to bring him back in. He does so many things well for you. He rebounds the ball, makes big plays, can shoot it underneath, can shoot the jumper. You know, you got to have him on the floor through the end of this game, so you got to get him off right now. What do you think on that, Coach? What do you think that was a foul? Offensively, anyway?
I don't think I'd have went offensively. But I'm not a big guy for offensive fouls.
You know, it's tough when you're in real time and you're a ref and you're making that kind of call. That's the hardest call on the floor.
Quick. Nice.
Wow.
Pass. And Riley. And 1 for Riley.
Eyes in the back of his head right there with a great pass.
Let's watch this right here on this LNL replay. That's ooh. That might be one of those plays of the week or whatever we have out there. That was a great.
You know, Dakota's been struggling off the offensive side, but not as an assist man. Like, he's been throwing it, you know, great plays all day long, all night long. It's what, 9:30?
It's 10.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 10:03.
It's past Merlin's bedtime.
It is way past my bedtime. But we're here and having an exciting game as Tabiona is up by 3, 37-34. Riley will have a free throw when we come out of this timeout. Give us a chance to once again thank our many fine sponsors. L&L Motor, a one-stop shop for new wheels and tires, professional accessories for your new or used vehicle, and we find you the best financing options, banks and credit unions. Proudly supporting Basin schools and promoting students to be active in their schools. That's L&L Motor. They've sponsored our replays all game tonight. We'd also like to thank Strata Networks. They're supporting the local high schools not only with VTV but also with the scholarships that they give. They're accepting applications right now. Get those in. It's a great scholarship. You can find out more at stratanetworks.com. Those applications are due by March 2nd. That'll be here before we know it. So we appreciate all of our sponsors, L&L, Strata, Ashley Regional, Moon Lake, Savage, Ute Tribe, Enterprise, and 7-Eleven Ranch Restaurant. Riley with the free throw, and it is good.
So Hoops thought it was important to get Lamborn back in the game.
That's risky with just under 6 minutes to go. But like you said, you got to trust your seniors.
Yeah.
Johnson going to fire it up
Ooh.
off the rim, no good. There's Polson. Can't rest on that guy. He's going to do something to make a big play as Spencer will drive, no good. Weaver this time will pull it down for the Tigers as they lead by 4.
And I have a feeling this is just going to be a game that comes right down to the end.
It's going to be the team that executes for sure. And, oh, that's it.
Oh, my, he's gone. You know,
that's big. That is really big.
It's really huge. I mean, Lamborn is just like a staple to this team, and especially in the end of the fourth quarter, and now you don't have him.
Wow, that is big.
And he tried to stay out of there, but there was a really good job of Weaver to get into his body and make the ref make that call.
The clock is only showing 4.
Oh, really?
Unless they get, I've got him for 5 and you've got him for 5, right?
Yeah, well, that makes more sense that,
yeah,
you know,
that
he's
does,
in the game. And that's a big break for Duchesne.
I thought he had 4 going. I don't know. We'll see. Going to be Johnson working on the wing. He goes to Spencer. Spencer will drive. Good help defense by Riley, and a nice rebound by Riley. Fabrizio guarded there by Johnson. Now off to Riley. Riley will kick it to the corner to Young. Young with a good pass to Riley.
That looked like a travel, but no. Well,
it's going to be an offensive foul.
Either way, it's going back to Duchesne.
Be 3 on Riley.
It was a good give and go. Riley had a good idea there. Just sometimes you turn around and there's a guy right there.
That was good. That was a good job by Polson to come over and get in position. Polson's played a lot of basketball in his high school career. Played in a lot of games, whether it's football or basketball.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen him come off the floor tonight, honestly.
I don't think he has.
Yeah.
Spencer will handle for the Eagles. Goes to Johnson, now down into Polson. Polson kicks it out. Spencer from that baseline, same place he hit the earlier shot. So Jarrett Spencer starting to heat up a little bit.
That was a good pass by Polson too. That's a hard pass because he was pretty blind on that one. He had 2 guys in his face.
Cuts it to a 2-point game. Giles will drive, and he's going to be fouled.
Good decision there by Giles to drive in, get fouled. Thought he was going to try to take a 3 out there. No, he just drove in casually, gets fouled. Going to the line.
Go to the line and shoot 2.
Getting down close to the end of the game here, 3 minutes and 48 seconds. We'll see the defensives both tighten up.
Increases it to 3, but he missed the second one. Lamborn back in the game. He will drive, and
he
will
gets
score.
It. Oh, but they said it's before the shot.
Oh, interesting. We'll watch it here.
See, as he goes in his break, is he putting up the shot? Might be a good call. He bumped him before.
Yeah. I can live with that.
Yeah.
So he'll shoot a pair. That was number 4 on Riley. It is good.
And Lamborn's a guy that you want at the line. He's a real high percentage shooter at the free throw line, which is tough to get sometimes in your big guys.
He will shoot one more, and it is good.
1 point
cuts it
game.
to a 1-point game, as now they're going to bring Lamborn back out. That's smart coaching there by Coach Hoops.
You know, it's tough because in man defense, you really can't double team anyone. There's too many shooters on the floor.
Tabiona's going to go ahead and take a timeout with 3:34 to go, 1 point lead. We'll go ahead and take a timeout as well.
Come out to the Vernal Preparedness Expo on January 27th at the Uinta Conference Center. We have speakers and vendors coming from all over to teach you on various topics and give you access to items you didn't even know exist. Come out, get prepared, and have fun. Learn more at vernalprep.com.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin.
All right, we're back. Fourth quarter, 3:34 to go. A 1 point lead by the Tigers over the Eagles. It'll be Tiger ball. Young will get it into Fabrizio. Fabrizio brings it across. Now works off to Giles. He'll fire up a three-pointer. It is good. Number 5.
Man, I was just going to say, that's the one thing you need to do is just guard the three right here. Don't let him get any threes. And that's what happened.
Davis fires it down.
That's Tabiona ball right there.
Knocked out of bounds by Ford. That's just ice in the veins for Giles.
5 threes on the night.
He's had to make up. I mean, Young still with just the 1 point.
Yeah, but then Young doing a good job on, you know, running this team and getting good passes and getting the ball where it needs to go.
And he really hasn't forced and taken bad shots. His shots have all been close. They just haven't went down. So you got a guy that's hot, and Giles, keep feeding him the ball. Riley will now work to Fabrizio. Fabrizio fires up a step back, no good. Rebound by Paulson. It's a 4 point game. Deep triple from Johnson. It's short, no good. Lamborn had the rebound.
Oh, wow. Yeah, both players got the ball at the same
Paulson
time.
Had it, yeah. So a turnover, and Coach Giants will go ahead and take another timeout.
And I think that was a really good shot by Duchesne to hit that three. I mean, he was wide open, but it was really quick.
Yeah.
Too. So I don't know if that's the shot that Hoops wanted.
Ashley Regional Medical Center is a level 4 trauma center. This means there's a dedicated trauma team with extensive training to assist with trauma cases in the ER. Ashley Regional will open their new women's center in February of 2018. Ashley Regional welcomes Dr. Alexis Griggs, general surgeon, to the staff, and they, Ashley Regional, are a joint commission accredited facility. Also another sponsor, Moon Lake, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not a privately owned, providing power to the area since 1938. Find them and like them on Facebook. And then there is Savage. The Savage family founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber here in Utah. Today they are a leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries, including electrical power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil field downhole services, and other industries. And also, Utefield Enterprise, a proud sponsor of VTV's live coverage of high school sports, as is the 7-Eleven Ranch Restaurant. All right, 2:29 to go here in the game. A 4 point lead for the Tigers, and Young will bring it across. Directs traffic.
Just a huge rivalry game. You know, this would be a huge win for Tabiona to beat, Duchesne.
Giles goes to Riley, now to Fabrizio. Fabrizio will get it over to Weaver. Now finds Young. Young will find Riley out high. 2 minutes, we're under 2. And that is going to be 5 on Lamborn.
Yeah, Lamborn is done. And that's the foul you don't want,
No.
like way out there
He's-
past the three-point line.
25 feet from the basket. Four-point lead for the Tigers with Riley will go to the line. Everybody's in the double bonus. Let's watch it here on this LNL replay. I mean, he technically hit him. That's foul. I mean,
yeah, right now, if they can hit these free
Yeah.
throws, the stars are aligning for a Tabiona win.
Riley misses his first. He is 1 for 3 on the night. He'll have one more. It is up and good.
Huge, huge possession here for Duchesne to get something in there. You know, I like to get a 3 for Jarrett Spencer. The kid has been doing it all season.
He's got the ball. He'll fire a 15-footer up and in.
Well, just give it to him anyway, you know, like anywhere you go.
Well, with Lamborn out of the game, he's probably where they're going to go for their offense.
Yeah, they're going to have to go to Mr. Spencer, the quarterback of this team.
Young with a 3-point lead, 1:30 to go here in the first half. Fabrizio now with the ball. He goes out to Young. Good defense being played there by Spencer. Just as I say that, they call a foul on him.
Yeah, in high school there's no shot clock, so they can almost just run the ball out. So they're going to have to foul anyway, so I don't hate the foul.
Yeah. Looked like their feet may have just got tangled up.
Yeah. But, I mean, you don't want them to just run clock. I mean, there's 21 seconds left. You only have a 3-point game. You want to – they haven't been hitting free throws all night, so put them at the line.
Young hits that one. Second one up, and it rattles out. No good. 2 for 6 from the line for Young. Nice drive by Johnson, up and in.
Yeah, Braden Johnson just takes off, turns on the Jets, takes the 2. It's a 2-point game just like that, minute and 13 seconds left.
Quick timeout there. When you watch Johnson here, he just takes it coast to coast. Nice drive. That's 1:13 to go. We're tight. Tabiona 44, Eagles 42. Cade Lamborn fouls out of the contest. Averages 12 a game. He scored 11. So pretty close to his average before he fouled out.
Yeah, not only that, it kills you that he's not there to rebound for you. Just an outstanding rebound offensively and defensively. So what do you do here if you're Duchesne? Do you foul? Do you play this out?
Looks like they're going to put some pressure on right now, try to get a steal without
steal.
fouling. You know, 1:13, you still got some time to make them make a mistake. Young.
Oh, almost got there. Jarrett Spencer almost got the steal on Young.
Spencer's probably not the guy you want fouling. Mortensen, or Poulsen, excuse me, will come over and foul. Spencer has 4. That'll be 3 on Poulsen. And Weaver will go to the line. He is 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight.
And that was smart by Duchesne to get the right guy at the line that at least has been struggling tonight, 0 for 2.
He is a senior, though, so we'll see as he knocks that down, extends it to a 3-point game. Still just a 1-possession game with 57 seconds to go. Weaver can extend it. No, he's unable to do so. And Poulsen wanted the foul and probably had a pretty legitimate case there.
Yeah, pressure free throws there. You did get one, and that was important. I mean, a 3-point game now.
That'll be 5 on Riley as he fouls out. Gage Riley, he has 4 points. Foul out. He's done a nice job on the boards and different things. So
if you're Duchesne, oh, they're at the line. Wow.
It'll be Poulsen going to the line. Poulsen 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Polson's a guy that can step up in big moments, and this is a guy you want at the line.
Nothing but net right there. He'll have one more.
Slick as his hair. Some good hair there, Polson.
Misses that
one.
one.
He misses.
So it's a 2-point game, 50 seconds to go. Young goes to Giles. Giles
got
to
a foul,
Weaver.
got a foul.
Now
they called it.
Got the foul. Getting loud in here, can't hear a whistle, but we did get the foul.
So did they not give Duchesne a point here because it's 42-45 on our screen?
He only hit one of the two.
Okay.
Weaver's shot is up, and it is good.
Massive free throw. Okay, now it's a 3-point game.
Now it's back to 3. Foul was on Polson. That gives him 4.
And
Weaver
he misses a second.
Back to a 1-possession game, just a 3-point lead. Johnson.
You get the best shot available.
Spencer with the
shot.
Oh
my! Jared Spencer, ice in the veins, nailing it.
Oh, and is that going to be on Spencer?
How many fouls has he got? 4?
He has 4. Let's see who, or is that going to be on Mortensen? I think it's on Mortensen.
Wow, they really need Spencer in the game, so that was big. Yeah, definitely on Mortensen.
That's
right
5
there.
on Mortensen. They must have give at least one of Lamborn's fouls to Mortensen early on in the game, because I didn't have him for that many, but they didn't ask me. They go with the scorebook. So 1-point game, 24 seconds. Young will be at the line. Again, only 2 for 6.
Oh,
that one rims out, 2 for 7.
Dakota Young.
They're good. I mean, that one was down.
It was down. He'll get this one. Yep.
Right there.
My goodness,
so now
47-45.
Just a 2-point game.
What do you do here? You do go for the tie, you take the last shot. Definitely take the last shot.
I don't know, or do you go quick offense, and then if you don't,
and then foul.
And
I
then
guess
foul if you don't.
have a lot of time.
You still have 24 seconds. I think you probably try to go down and score. Maybe try to get something inside with Spencer driving. He could drive, maybe kick out to Johnson for the 3.
Yeah, I don't mind a big 3 either.
With 24 seconds left, down 2, they've got a lot of options.
Yeah, I'd feel better about it if they shot a 3 early in the clock and then had Lamborn in there at offensive rebound, but you don't have that guy in there. Weston Polson could be that guy though. He's not, doesn't have the height, but he can get in there and bruise with the best of them.
And he seems to come up big in big moments. So
that's been his genre. That's been him.
For Tabiona, you just can't foul and give him a chance at an and 1. Just play good, solid defense. Move your feet, keep those hands up, but do not foul. They'll inbound down here on the far end. So 2-point game, 24 seconds to go. Looks like you're going to have Polson, Spencer, Johnson, Davis, and Ford on the court. Spencer will pick it up. He will go to Polson. Polson looks, goes to Johnson. Johnson now over to Spencer, back to Johnson. Johnson will drive, and he will put a shot up. Let's see.
Oh, wow, he got the foul. They're going to call it a block. He's going to go to the line.
That's going to be 5 on Giles. No, only 4 on Giles. So Johnson will go to the line and shoot 2. He's 1 for 2. No, excuse me, he is.
Oh my, he missed.
He is now 4 for 5 as he was 4 for 5 on the night. "12 seconds. That one is good. It's a 1-point game. Pressure being applied. Timeout going to be called by Tabiona.
A good defensive pressure there by Duchesne.
Coach Gines was standing right there next to the official watching, saw his team wasn't going to get it in and called the timeout quickly.
I'm getting stressed out here for both teams. It's been such a good game, and you know it's going to be tough to watch any of them lose. And man, what a battle!
Yeah. Duchesne's strategy so far has been to foul 14 Weaver when he gets the ball. So
yeah,
we'll see if that is what happens if they try and they're going to have to foul because they're down by 1.
Yeah, him or Dakota. Dakota's been struggling all game too.
So we'll see. It's 12 seconds. 1-point game. Out of the game for Tabiona is Riley, and out of the game for Duchesne is both Mortensen and Lamborn. Mortensen with just a couple points, Lamborn with 11 points. Foul trouble. Tabiona Giles has 4, as does Weaver. Polson has 4, and so does Spencer. Johnson and Davis each with 3.
Here we go.
They'll get it into Fabrizio, and that's going to be it for Spencer. But you got to foul.
Yeah. Yeah, and Fabrizio is a really good free throw shooter, so that really hurts Duchesne. That's a double whammy. You got Jared Spencer out of the game, can't take that last shot for you, and then Fabrizio at the line.
Fabrizio 4 of 8 from the line tonight. 4 of 7, excuse me.
Well, I've been there before. You're a player on the bench, and you're just praying for this dude to miss. And you get an answer.
Yep. So with 10 seconds to go, still just a 1-point game. Fabrizio shot up, and this one's good.
2-point game, 10 seconds.
Johnson will bring it down. He's going to fire up the long 3, and it's going to be rebounded there by Weaver. Weaver will get fouled.
And I think Brayton Johnson was trying to, bait him into a foul, because it wasn't a great shot, but I think he was just trying to get the foul, didn't get it. And you're going to put Weaver right back to the line. Tabiona is starting to feel it in the air a little bit. 3.1 seconds from a win.
Weaver 2 for 4. He's hit his last 2. Short on that one.
And so, 1 possession game still. Even if he makes his shot, you could still get a 3 to go to overtime. He misses. They got to get a shot up really quick.
Johnson.
They didn't get it up in time.
Got it off in time.
Tabiona is your winner. Wow, what a game. And this crowd, they needed this win. It's always big to win against Duchesne.
Yes, indeed. Big win there for the Tigers. I think your player of the game for Tabiona with 18 points is Hayes Giles. 5 3-pointers, a free throw, and a regular bucket for the junior from Tabiona. So,
yeah, Hayes Giles, he does such a great job at hitting threes. But, talking to his coach, they said that he takes great shots. And, his efficiency tonight was off the charts. Yeah. And, player of the game, absolutely.
Yeah, 18 points. That's just a great night, especially on a night when he had to pick him up because Fabrizio really didn't have his game, and Young definitely didn't have point-wise the game that he normally has, but he did so many other things. He had some great passes, played some good defense, didn't press, didn't take bad shots. They just didn't fall. So he went to Giles, who was hot, and he comes away with 18 points and a victory, and they'll take that anytime for sure.
Yeah, that first half, Tabiona, it looked like they were too much in a hurry, and it looked like the adjustments were awesome in the half. Coach Gines said, hey, let's make our free throws, let's slow this down, let's run our offense, let's get good shots, and that's what they did, and that's why they won. Not to mention their defense.
What a game. What a game. I mean, both teams played very well. Like you said, it's unfortunate that a team has to lose a game like this. So very, very nice win for Tabiona as they will get ready to go into region play, as the Eagles will get ready to go into region play. So they even up the series 1-1. And I don't know, that's about all I got to say. What do you got to say?
Yeah, you know, Merlin, we had a lot of fun tonight. This is fun. We need to do it more together.
That's a good game, very good game, and I agree. So for VTV Channel 6, it's Merlin Rasmussen with Brandon Jones signing off. We'll see you next time.